If it was your first time at Hof Kelsten, I would say most importantly, you got to leave with the bread under your arm. I would also suggest trying something sweet and savory. So typically if you had something sweet, you had something savory, and you left with a loaf of bread, you'd be doing pretty good. My name is Finkelstein. I'm from Montreal, born and raised in Côte-Saint-Luc. I've started Hof Kelsten about 4 years ago after traveling in Europe for some time and training in the States and Spain and England. I was really trained in everything from meat, fish, even pastries, chocolates, and what I felt was really missing was bread. It was sort of the last sort of creative spark that I really wanted to really get elbows deep into. I'd come home from Europe, I was completely broke and had nowhere to go. Luckily, my mother was away for a few months and pretty much I took over her apartment, and from 1 loaf became 10 loaves, became, 100 buns a day, ciabattas, 12 big loaves of bread. As a kid, one of the more exciting things were to go to the Jewish bakery or the Jewish butcher shop. I mean, I remember even as a kid, you have these fond memories of going into these bakeries that had Danishes lined up on shelves and huge challahs and all this stuff. Like when you're a kid, it's like it's a magical world. The idea behind Hof Kelsten was to sort of bring back these sort of culinary traditions that, for the most part, it's like a lot of them are, sort of getting lost. And you see new chefs are trying to bring back these techniques, but Jewish food has not really been so redeveloped. I think there's like a need for these sort of, grandmother dishes that were maybe, made fun of or too greasy or too this. Like us as chefs, it's our job to sort of reinvent them for this time. Jewish is such a big part of Montreal. When my grandfather came from Russia on a boat when he was 18, he was put 2 blocks down the road. That's where the Jewish neighborhood was. And that was the area. And it's the area where Beauties, Moishes, Wolenskis, and Schwartz's are all like in a 6 block radius. And I like to think we're right in the middle of that. In fact, we actually are doing the bread at Moishes now. So the bread that I grew up eating at Moishes, the rye with caraway bread in the bread basket, now it's like our bread being served in their bread basket. There's no bigger compliment. And I love all those places. I frequent all of them. And I hope they're going to be here in 100 years, and I hope I will too. I hope I can sort of, maybe ride on their coattails of they're pretty important institutions in Montreal.